Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today I am showing you a grocery haul and meal plan. I'm also going to throw in a recipe to this video. These videos tend to get a little on the shorter side, so if you have time, go ahead and stick around to the end and I will show you a quick, easy dinner recipe. This week we do have company in town, so I did shop my shelves. I pulled things from my freezer and I found a few items that we can work around. Of course, we will be stopping at some restaurants in our area just to show them our local culture and things like that. But I did want to focus on some larger meals this week. So whenever we have company in town, if you've been here a while, you know that we do different nights. So a pasta night, we do a Cajun bake night, we do some sort of fish, we do steak and potatoes. So basically all the food that I grew up on. I grew up with a huge family and I have some staples that I have in the back of my mind for when our family visits. So I'm going to get you turned around and show you what we got. We did get a few miscellaneous items as well. So that brought our price up to over $100. I spent $108.98. So a little higher than we typically spend, but I will show you what we got that was miscellaneous. I did get a shelf because I'm running out of counter space and I'd like to put some canned items on the shelf here. I'm just doing a bookshelf. This was on for $22 on sale from $26. So I don't know, I think that's a good price, and it's just an easy kit that you can put together. And then we ended up getting just some more pine shavings for the chickens and the ducks. And then we got some worms for them. We are trying some insect trail mix. We got toilet paper. I always get questions about that. Where's your toilet paper? Where's your paper towels? We get them. I guess I just don't show them. So here's some toilet paper. And we got some paper towels as well. I did need some more vacuum sealer bags. These are $18.67, but they include 50 and I can cut them in half and seal them. So I really like these bags, the Nesco brand. I just didn't get a chance to get them recently. So I went ahead and picked up the 50 pack. I got one of the mason jar wide mouth dispensers. I just take my mason jar everywhere with me, and I need a lid for it. There were lids for $6.67, but this was $1.67, so I can just take it in the car with me. I don't know if any of you have that problem, but I drink out of mason jars constantly, and they're all wide mouth, so this is what I got. We got a block of medium cheddar cheese. We did end up stopping at the farm stand, so that's kind of included in this haul, but this is what we're working with. I will show you what's from my garden and what's not. We got the carrots for $1.49. These are local carrots. They are all organic and I like to freeze them. So I'm going to blanch them a bit and then pop them in a freezer bag and call it good. We got some lemons, peaches, Palisade peaches. If you are from Colorado, you know the big hype on those. We did get some cherries. And then from the garden, we have some beans and basil. We also have some squash back there and onion, and then corn is from the store as well. We need to either eat that tonight or store it. And then moving on to the actual haul, we have Califia Farms oat milk, 0 sugar. They have the Nature's Bakery fig bars. This is the best price that I have found, unless I go to Sam's Club, which was not in the plan today. We ended up getting 3 apple juices. The organic apple juice, we do a splash and then the rest water. Honestly, the kids could probably just drink water, but they like their apple juice too. We have some Simply Go-Gurt. This is no added color, no high fructose corn syrup, and this is the only good yogurt I can find at Walmart. The kids usually split one of these a day. I really enjoy freezing them for them though, because they think it's an ice pop. And then I got some bread. Someone that's visiting loves bread, so I'm going to go ahead and get that. And I'm also going to make a few loaves myself, but this is what was on. So $1.47, that's not bad for the loaf. And the kids like them when I make little pizzas out of them. Next up are some eggs. Our chicks are young, so they are not producing right now, but I get the organic cage-free brown eggs. There's quite the variety at Walmart, but this is the best one that I have found. And then you can tell my husband went with me on this trip because of the few items coming up. We also got some 2% milk, but he got the dark chocolate, peanut and almond, sweet and salty, chewy granola bars. These sprinkle galletas, it's like a muffin top cookie, or like a cake cookie, if that makes sense. He got some of these Ritz with cheeses, and then all of his energy drinks. They're all Bang energies. They were on sale though, actually. Sour Heads he likes, and this should be cherry vanilla. Oh, black cherry vanilla. I am correct. Okay. And then we got some whole milk string cheese for the kids, as well as some honey bunches of oats with almonds. And that is it. So $100.08 did us well this week. I'm going to get you flipped around and show you my plans for a more larger family meal plan this week. And then stick around because I have a really tasty, easy recipe for you. I will say this because I always forget. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. We make videos 4 to 5 times a week all about life here in Northern Colorado on a budget, and we would love it if you became part of our YouTube family. So make sure your bell notifications are turned on. And now let's get into the meal plan. I have gotten so many questions recently about how I meal plan and stay on a budget. I still look at my recipe books here and I adapt them. I am not following them to a T, but I have so many recipe books. I love looking at them in my free time, but majority of the time I am picking from the Pennsylvania State Grange cookbook because I grew up with it and so did my husband. So it's really recipes that we are comfortable with, and there are ways to make them a bit healthier on a budget. Okay, I did go through all 3 of those recipe cookbooks. Like I said, I pick through different ones every single week, or I make some of my family's favorite staples. But because we have some company in town, I wanted to make some new things and some dinners that I grew up with. So starting out with breakfast, in the open face sandwich book, I found some really delicious toast recipes. So we have peaches in season. As you saw, we are going to do peaches with balsamic and blue cheese, and then I'm going to put some pickled onions on mine and leave off the blue cheese. You could put maybe some cream cheese if you don't like the taste of blue cheese, but over some whole grain toast will be really delicious. I have some homemade bread going right now. And then another one of the days, we'll do pancakes because the kids love pancakes and I have some pretty good memories eating pancakes with my family. And then we have some hash browns. This could either be hash brown casserole or you could do just your classic home fries. That's what my dad calls it. Let me know if anyone else calls it home fries. And then egg in the hole, which is a piece of toast with a hole in it, and then you fry an egg in it. When I do mine, I put some tofu in there, but I have really just been on a fruit kick lately, honestly. So that is going to be breakfast, and that kind of rolls into lunch. We typically aren't eating like a ton of things for lunch. We might snack on fruit or yogurt, cheese, something like that. Sometimes I make tuna or chicken salad, and that gets us throughout the week. For me, I do chickpea salad. And then for the meal plan, we have 2 nights. One night we are going to eat out at one of our favorite barbecue places. And then another night we are going to do leftovers. But Monday I took from the True Comfort cookbook squash carbonara. And if you look that up, you can find the recipe. I'm just not really comfortable sharing the recipe because it's not mine to share, if that makes sense. I can leave a link for the book itself down in the description box, but essentially you're taking butternut squash. You can spiralize that if you want, and making a carbonara. So we'll need some sort of bacon or ham, whatever you put in your carbonara. We're doing peas with that, and in the cookbook, it does not call for pasta just because it's a low-carb cookbook, but we are going to use some angel hair in the prepper pantry that needs to get used up, and then we'll do some sort of olive oil and a green, and then I'm going to make some more homemade bread. And then Tuesday is going to be that barbecue place. I like it because they have tofu for us non-meat eaters, but they also have pulled jackfruit, and they do everything separately, so it's not put in the same smoker as the meat, which is great, but you're still getting that smoked flavor. They have a separate container for that, which is really great. And then a lot of their sides are going to be standard American diet, but they have 2 sides. They have a potato salad and a 3-bean salad that is good for vegans. So pretty excited about that. And then Wednesday, we are going to do pierogies. As you know, I grew up on pierogies. I eat them all the time. So I'm going to make homemade pierogies We're gonna have some smoked salmon, and then we're gonna do some asparagus. And then on Thursday, we are going to do chicken parm and eggplant parm. That is from the Pennsylvania State Grange cookbook. And we are going to cook that with a harvest salad. So my helper's in here now. 1 second, honey. We're going to do a harvest salad, and that's going to be some red onion on there and some green apple. We have balsamic, just different kinds of dressings for that. So that's really easy. And then Friday, I found a recipe in the Grange cookbook. It's called Mulligan Stew. So it has green beans, corn, tomatoes, peas, potatoes, and onions. And I'm pretty excited because we have everything from our farm order. And then we also grew a lot of this kind of thing in the garden. And then instead of beef, we have bison to use up. So that will go in the Mulligan Stew with some leftover bread. And then on Saturday is going to be leftovers night. And that's going to be it. So I'm really excited. These recipes look very delicious. Okay, here is that easy recipe I was talking about. Whenever I have company over, it is so nice just to be able to pop something in the oven. And I am using my grandmother's recipe. This is overnight mac and cheese. So I have 3 cups of my pasta in here. I am using shells. And for the plant-based people that follow me, I do have a recipe for it, and I will show you at the end what I like to use. But you're going to need 2 eggs into this bowl here, and then you are going to add the extra ingredients. This is a very basic macaroni and cheese. Of course, I always say adapt this to your liking, but this will be for the family. This is a crowd pleaser. So into the eggs, I do 2 cups of milk, and we also follow up with a cup of water. You could put that in the bowl here. It just really depends on the consistency I'm getting. If I'm using elbow macaroni, I don't add that cup of water. I do have about 10 ounces of shredded cheese here, and I'm also going to be adding some Parmesan. This is just medium cheddar. Of course, add whatever kind of cheeses you have, whatever you like, but this is what I had on hand. I'm going to add a generous portion of salt and pepper, and then I'm just going to mix this together and then pour it over top of my noodles. And I just mix all of that together, make sure things are well coated. You will see me add that extra cup of water, and then I put a half a stick of butter diced up on the top of it. So I love this because all you have to do is put some foil over top of it, or you could just leave that off and put it in your refrigerator. I bake this at 350 for about an hour and serve it alongside some baked chicken or some shrimp in this case, but it's just easy to have, especially when you have this company over and you are trying to visit. You don't want to spend your whole day in the kitchen. So for the plant-based people, I like to use the zero sugar oat milk as a substitute. I love the Miyoko's Creamery butter. I got mine on sale for $2.99. And then for cheeses, this varies. I am just trying this cheese-free cheese out. I got it at Sprouts, but I will say my favorite shredded cheese to use is the Miyoko's. And the Miyoko's you can freeze and it shreds a little better. I know we all like our own vegan cheeses. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative, and I will catch you next time. Bye, y'all.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way